So, you want to know the best workout, right? Well, you came to the right place, okay? Because, look, all you see nowadays, especially when it comes to fitness, all you see is just this clean, pristine blog, social media, just like really basic knowledge on fitness and working out. And it's kind of like, it's low key cringy, high key cringy. And I don't know, just in general, I feel like people are just focused on the wrong things in general with fitness. They just care about losing weight, eating so clean, doing specific workouts to look a certain way. And it's just like, nah, that's not how it works. So before I tell y'all the best workout ever, I first wanted to talk about my background on exercising and just being physically active in general. So, growing up, of course, you're just outside in the backyard, just playing around, being physically active that way. But I didn't get into like a specific activity until I was what is it? Elementary, middle, yeah, more like middle school, right? Like my parents, they kind of forced they forced me and my bro to do karate. And so I remember at first we just weren't having it, but then like after like the few couple classes, I was like, this is I don't even think I had like a thought of like, oh, this is so cool. I was just like, this is it's fine, just kind of nonchalant about it. And I noticed personally that I was super good at it, and I was like, yeah, it's like just nice, clean technique, strong, powerful movement. And as you can see from the picture, got my black belt over or whatever. It's funny because this is actually a cropped picture of when I got it. What beginning of high school. Obviously, you can see that it was kind of like a dusty picture, and I kind of like try to dust it off with my fingers, but it still looks really not the best picture. But it's okay. And yeah, it was just a good time. I didn't like sparring at all. I just didn't like trying to punch other people. But I just love the technique of it and just the warm ups that we would do. Super fun. Just a nice group of people just doing karate technique and all that stuff. And so after that, we decided not to continue doing like the higher degrees of it. And then I was just like, I need to start working out. Because I think that was the thing that I love the most about karate is that I was being physically active. And so, yeah. So I remember distinctly just going on YouTube, typing out uh, workout videos. And the first ones that I really gravitated towards were fitness blender videos. They have really good high intensity interval training videos. Those are really good. But I just would do those videos, and then I would sprinkle in yoga with Adriene videos. I still do her videos, and it's funny because I would sprinkle in that yoga, right, and I ended up stopping those two videos, but it came around that I ended up doing more yoga now, but I'll explain that later. But yeah, it was fun. I would just be doing my workouts at home, feeling comfortable just doing me. And I also specifically remember during this time that um, even during, I think, the karate days, that I remember going on online and typing like ways to make my thighs smaller or something, like some dumb stuff like that. Uh, Not to say that, anyways, not to offend anybody, but but yeah, just being like your stereotypical, just like teen that was just kind of like insecure with her body and stuff like that. But Yeah, obviously knowing now that shouldn't be the thought process at all. And yeah, I did that for some time. I think for like 2 more years or something, I was doing this routine. And then later, I remember my whole family, we ended up getting gym, like a gym membership. And at first I was like really hesitant. I was just like, I do not want to go to a gym to work out. Like, I'm fine at home, obviously. But yeah, and then that was the era of me going to the gym. At first, I really wanted to start running better just because in that aspect of cardio, like I just was not the best. And so I was trying my best. Like I would be on the treadmill all the time. But then like one day I remember my knee started to hurt super bad from that. And then I was just like, nah. And so I switched to more strength based stuff with, the machines and stuff like that. And that was the vibe. Then once I got to college, I remember I stopped going to that gym and was still just, and then, went back to my days of, it's not even YouTube videos for my fitness. Or maybe it was like part that, but mainly just me creating my own routines with specific exercises that I would find online and just learning new things from like different podcasts that I would listen to with like kettlebells and body weight training. And oh yeah, I learned about like Olympic lifts during one of my classes. And so it was, yeah, I would just change my routine all the time. I remember I did watch, oh yeah, Athlean X, some of his videos. And yeah, I was pretty dedicated that entire time. And so, yeah, I was doing all of that. Had all these aspirations to get not super jacked, but just like as strong as possible, getting the strongest hamstrings ever. Like, I was super dedicated. But once I got spiritual, dude, trust me, like, it changed a lot. Not completely with my workouts. Like, I was still doing my routines with my mobility and stuff like that. But oh my gosh, once I got spiritual, it was cool, right? But then there two things happened. One, I remember my last semester of college, I was super busy. I wasn't able to work out, and that was like the first time that I wasn't on like a pretty regular schedule with my workouts. And then two, I had a realization with Doe, and he was talking about how he said something, and for me, I was referring it in my head more towards fitness, of being like, why am I so focused on fitness? It's like such a, not stereotypical, but it's such like a superficial sort of topic to be obsessed about, if that makes sense. And I wasn't even obsessed, it was more like I genuinely enjoyed this, but he was just talking about, I don't know. Well, from my perspective, when what I got out of it was just, why are you so focused on physically wanting to be stronger, trying to, yeah, just be stronger? Like, why, when, I don't know, just spiritually you aren't there all the way? Like, you're so focused on the physical, trying to be yeah, and it's like, no, you're not even all the way there spiritually. So I don't know, it just made me think of just not putting so much emphasis on trying to be strong, and made me rethink just this part of my life. So, the moment we've all been waiting for, psych. But technically, in my opinion, in what I've learned in my classes, to me, this is the best workout routine, right? Number one is to warm up your body. And with warm-ups, this includes your mobility, okay? I can't stress this enough. This is like the main part of a workout you should really focus on, because like even back in the day when I used to have knee pain all the time while I was running on the treadmill, like dude, the reason why your knees hurt is because you weren't warming up. And like if you were to warm up just with like slow walking, okay, but that's not even really enough. You need to have a long warm up that includes mobility exercises that targets all your joints, making sure you get each axis of rotation, making sure it's slowly building up to your main exercise of that workout. And so that's number 1. Number 2, and this isn't in any particular order with these next few more slides, I guess you can say, pictures, I don't know. But cardio, like this is something that if you're a strength person, you know the struggle. No, but for me, because I was so focused on my strength, I didn't really care about my cardio like that. Like whether it be long distance, I would try to do more high intensity stuff, but even then you need that cardio. And I'm basically telling this to myself because I still need to get more steps in, be more physically active throughout the day, just even if it's just like walking. Like that's for me, my goal of being physically active is just walking more, because dude, you just need to get that heart pumping all the time. And it sucks because a lot of the things that we do are now focused on just you sitting down all the time, whether it be just doing like laptop work or stuff. And so you just have to, I don't know. It's like find time to walk more, but it's like no, it's easier said than done. So, but just remember to spend a lot of your time, or just spend a good amount of time doing cardio every single day, even if it's just walking around your place while, I don't know, listening to music or something. I don't know, just like getting up and just walking a little bit more. And really, this is probably my favorite part of a workout routine, and it's the strength, y'all. You need to be strong. You need to build up those muscles. You don't have to use weight. Like, especially for me now, I focus more so on just body weight exercises. Like the basics, bro. The basics. And with warm-ups and the mobility that I mentioned earlier, like those are the top 3 ways to avoid injury, is to do more strength training, to warm up your joints, and 3, to mobilize your joints. And this will avoid literally any injury that you have. And so I just need people to understand that. Like I don't know, I feel like when it comes to injury, I feel like a lot of people, they just ignore it, or it doesn't happen to them, so they don't care about it. But you really have to take care of your joints, man. And I think that was the main thing I learned, or those are the top 3 things I learned from my classes, is that those are really, really important. And also in general with strength, to strength train like all your muscles, not just the main ones, but like I mentioned earlier, hamstrings, like get those babies strong. Because a lot of people have stronger quads, obviously, and they don't work their hammies, so make sure y'all focus on that. What other muscle group is lacking? Maybe chest. I'd have to think about it a little bit more, but yeah, just do your strength training. And then we have balance. And this is more also on the rehab side of things, on top of the other 3 I mentioned, with strength training, warm-ups, and mobility. Y'all need to get some good balance in. Like especially, it'll help especially your lower body too, with your ankles and your knees. Dude, this is essential. Yeah, not for I just remembered, you can, I don't know, I kind of consider plyometrics more of what, it's like a mixture between strength and cardio, but like plyometrics are good too. But those are for more like athlete type people, but it's still good to do even if you're not into sports or anything like that. But I mean, I'm not into sports and I still try to do plyometrics. I mean, okay, I guess I'll just say it, but even just like after I graduated, like I still haven't done, because I made like my complete official like best workout ever, right? But I haven't done it because I'm starting to do this like progression type workout where I'm focusing just on like the progressions of like from like a wall push up, right, to yeah. And so I've just been trying to do that. Also because I haven't been focusing on fitness that much just because of other things, but yeah. And last but not least is yoga. Or if you don't like the word yoga, then flexibility. And I just think it's important in general for everybody to be limber, not so stiff. Like, why are you so stiff? But mainly yoga because, and also for me, I've been using yoga either as like a full-on workout, like a lightweight workout that day if I don't feel like doing strength, or like create like a mini yoga cool down routine that I do after my workout. Because one of my professors, he said that if you're going to do flexibility or stretching or whatever, you should do it while like after your body's warmed up. And so anyways, that's just a little side note. But no, yoga in general is just good for you. It's good because it really does connect your body. It's like a peaceful way of working out, if that makes sense. Like you just feel so much relief at the end of your routine. It's just like, wow, I feel great. And I also started to do more yoga because I had that realization of like this whole fitness thing isn't even about making like gaining all this muscle mass or being super buff. It's more like gaining strength in like these in like a more elegant and simple way. I don't know, it's just a beautiful concept. I really enjoy it. But yeah, flexibility, do it. So that whole section that I just talked about was like technically your best workout. Obviously it's super broad, but you get the drift. But for me, my answer to what a good workout is three things. One is doing all of that above, but to not overdo it, and to just don't overdo it. I mean, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but just don't overdo it. Don't obsess over the physical side of fitness. Don't obsess over a number on the scale. Like that's super, I mean, if you're trying to lose weight, then sure, BMI, all that stuff, great. But it comes from a deeper place, even with weight loss. Anyways, but just don't obsess over, and I know this video isn't really specifically on nutrition, because I can make a whole nother video on that, because I've had a lot of changes with that as well. But yeah, just don't obsess over it, because there is a greater world, there's a greater purpose beyond this physical body. And also, I actually don't have three things, because I kind of combined the overdoing and the obsessing part into one. But the other part was, what I forgot. What did I type on here? Oh yeah, to adapt and to change. Okay, so wait, what did I mean by that? Adapt and change. Oh yeah, like for example, if one day you're super busy and you don't have time to work out, well then just don't work out. Like, don't make it such like a big deal, because it really isn't that serious. And also, if it's a day where you feel tired, it's just like, okay, then maybe not do a strength workout, but just do like a mini yoga routine that's like 10 minutes long. Even if it's that short, it doesn't even matter. But yeah, just don't obsess and just adapt. So a couple more details I wanted to add is that, one, to not focus on your fitness goal, but to focus on the progress. That sounds so cheesy now that I'm saying it. Wow, that is cheesy. Like, whoa. Yeah, because yes, I want to do full-on pull-ups, for example, right? But it's like, for now, let me just focus on building up my biceps. You get it? For example, if I want to do full-on, like, a lot of reps of push-ups, right? Let me just focus on these wall push-ups, and then I'll get there, you know? You don't have to be 0 to 100. Like, that's not what fitness is about. Because I feel like people make exercise their number one priority, when, if you look at the overarching aspect of all of your life, it shouldn't be your number one priority. I think that's what really shifted my perspective on it, because I was making it such a big deal when it's like, no, there's other things in life that are more important. And so, yeah, and then number 2 is kind of similar, where it's like reaching your fitness goals, understanding that it's going to take time. Like I said, building up your bicep strength to do a curl, a bicep curl, or what are those called? Chin-ups? No. Chin-ups. But yeah, because I feel like some people, they have this fitness goal of, for example, for me, I want to do like a full-on pull-up, right? For example. When it's like, who came up with that idea that that's a cool goal to hit? To do this certain movement with your body. Like, how funny does that sound? Yes, I'm still going to accomplish that goal, but at the same time, though, just don't, like I said, just don't focus all your energy on like such a mundane thing compared to the rest of your life and having a purpose and all that stuff. And so, in conclusion, I'm just kidding. No. That is so cheesy, but I mean, it really is what it sounds like. In conclusion, now, but a summary of what I personally want the takeaway to be for this video is to, yes, be active. It's good for your body. You don't want any like wild health problems to arise that you could have prevented. Like, girl, yeah, just be active. Yes, because you're in a physical body, make sure, you do your thing. And also, fitness in general, I didn't even get into it because I wanted to look a certain way. It was because it's just good for your body and your mind to just not, it's almost like it is a meditation where you don't even think about anything else. I mean, you technically could, but you're just focused on that exercise that you're doing, and that's it. And that's such a great feeling. And also just sweating in general, it just feels good. And yeah, to not obsess over fitness and all that stuff, which is crazy because like my entire life I was super into all of it and was literally gonna do grad school based on this type of stuff. But it's like, nah, once I got spiritual, I was like, nah, that's lame. And yeah, my main thing is not even like, spend less time focusing on like this physical body. I mean, once you get your stuff down, great, but really focus on your spiritual health, because bro, that's something that people be missing. Like, they don't even develop none of that stuff. Like, some people don't even develop that part of their health ever in their life. And I'm like, dang, that is crazy. But really what that means is to learn about yourself. Like, learn your chart, dude. Like, that stuff really changes your life. Like, fitness, yeah, it changes, like, how you feel in the moment. You feel light. You feel But no, once you really, oh my gosh, this is really what needs to be taught. That's why I find it kind of cheesy when I was thinking about actually filming my workout or me working out and stuff like that. But then I just thought that was kind of cheesy because a lot of people do that and they don't really be teaching you this deep stuff that you really need to focus on. Like I used to even be the person on the other side just watching YouTubers just like being at the gym doing a certain set of da 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 with however many reps. And I'm like, dang. And then especially in the fitness space, like you just see people, they're either super yogied out or they're super strength based, and it's just so exaggerated. I'm like, dude, fitness shouldn't be this exaggerated look. It should just be a normal person just working out. Like, can you just provide that for us? Thanks. But no, but that's it for this video. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.